Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tim C's channel.
You might have to use that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Alright guys, so I have my little cousin who's not so little, Kenny Urban, professional beatboxer. So basically wanted to bring him on the channel that is slowly growing and have him introduce himself, how he got into what he's doing and where he's been, what acting type stuff he's doing now, and I'll let him take it away. So why don't we start with your name?
Cool. What's up guys, I'm Kenny Urban, Tim's cousin. I'm a professional beatboxer, originally from Monroe, Connecticut.
So what made you get into beatboxing?
Beatboxing specifically, I actually have a crazy story that involves you, but I've never told you this before, but I mean, I always was a big fan of music. My mother obviously played a lot of music growing up, and I was always singing in the car and shit, and I just really love music, all types of music, and beatboxing was just that instrument that's always with you.
Yeah.
And I have a crazy story. I remember right here at your house, when I was younger, I think you must have been in high school or something, and you walked in and you were doing some sort of you're doing something
probably
simple.
something like that, yeah.
You really were doing something like that, and I thought to myself, I was like, oh, that was cool. And then somehow it sort of just came to me. I started hearing it with my friends. One of my friends at school was beatboxing something really simple, and I just kept hearing it around me. It was almost like it was not calling for me, but it just kept popping up. I kept hearing beatboxing,
yeah.
And I just picked it up, and it was something that was just easy to do.
That's good. So what have you done? Like, where have you gone, traveled with beatboxing? I know you did a Snickers commercial in Russia.
Yeah, that was like the first cool thing I did was the Snickers commercial in Russia. I got that just from making videos on YouTube. Obviously, I stuck with it in high school. How I really started in high school, I was beatboxing a lot. I would do it just at like parties after school, and my friends would be rapping, and we were just joking around, and I was just always the guy who dropped the beat. And then one day, my friend convinced me to get on the mic in the cafeteria, and I was really nervous at this point. I never wanted to go up and just even talk in front of people, let alone perform in front of people.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing a Snoop Dogg beat, the classic. And the whole fucking school went crazy. all the ghetto chicks who came in from Bridgeport were like twerking on the tables. And I just like, the whole school went wild. Even my principal was like, damn. And from that moment on, I got a lot more confidence, and I also just got obviously a lot of recognition in my school. So everyone was just treating me really differently and in a good way, which was awesome. And it gave me a lot more confidence. I started doing it more. My teachers would have me do it in class, and that changed a lot for me, for sure.
Well, you've been on the Logan Brothers channel before, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So you were on Paul's channel?
Yeah, it was Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
And there's Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah. So you were on his channel, so you got some good exposure there.
Yeah, that was cool. He invited me in LA. Randomly, we ran into each other. He said he wanted to come over and make a video. And I went to his house on Vine Street, which is like all those famous Viners is where it started.
Oh.
They all live there, actually, in this big, like, apartment complex with just huge apartment complex. It must cost like 10, 20 grand a month, I would say, to live there. And they have pools, and they have just all this really beautiful shit, to be honest. And they're all filming at the same time, which is crazy. They're walking around with these vlogging cameras, and they just kill it.
So right now, obviously, we're hanging out in Connecticut at my house. But where are you living? Besides,
I live in Brooklyn, New York. I come back and forth to see my family.
So you're spending most of the time out in New York?
Yeah, New York City is definitely the place to be, and especially I'm fortunate enough to be from Connecticut. I can hop on the Metro North and just be up there.
So are you doing any type of acting or anything now, or what do you have in the future?
So now I'm really focusing on bringing beatboxing outside of just the battle scene.
Yeah.
Obviously, I built my name up by competing in competitions all over the place, which is really dope. It's an awesome experience. I get to kill it in front of a crowd, and it's really competitive, but at the same time, I've proven myself. I won a couple of really big competitions, and now I'm sort of veering off of that, and I want to bring beatboxing more to the mainstream world, and kind of show the world what the art form really is.
Yeah.
So by that, I'm doing more acting stuff. I just booked a gig with Nickelodeon, which was really cool, where I'm beatboxing old theme songs like SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. It's pretty dope. I'm doing it with like this little rapper and a singer from Brooklyn, so it's
that's cool. So at least you'll get more exposure. You have an Instagram or something that they can follow you at?
On my Instagram, Kenny Urban Beatbox.
So I'll tag that somewhere in this video. So make sure you follow, like, subscribe him. And then eventually I know he's going to do a YouTube channel, so you could also find your way there from here. And then, so that's pretty much it. Just wanted to figure out about you, so why don't you kick it off and do something for the...
Maybe I got to do a little tutorial for you.
I'm not going to do a tutorial.
I know you got a couple little...
I got the...
See, you were definitely doing something like that. So I wasn't wrong.
Mine doesn't sound like... Yeah, but mine doesn't sound like...
You think you were doing that back
Oh,
then?
100%.
Yeah.
I even do it now still in the car.
That's funny.
But mine was never as good.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the things that might have inspired me to do it.
Yeah, but I always like it. Listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. But then I hear you, and I'm like, man, I fucking suck.
It takes a lot of fucking practice. But,
So why don't you do something for my huge subscriber
I
count?
got you. What's the name of your channel exactly? I can do
Tim C. Timcee.
CE. Okay, well,
Yeah, still just
I can
basically.
do a little.
Check it. Game over.
Yeah. So it's basically how I sounded,
Basically.
just a little bit different.
Just a couple more years of practice.
All right, guys. So this is gonna end the video. I'll see you next time.
Peace.